know what I'm saying?
How we do it.
Real.
Come get this plate.
Cuatro, tres, dos, uno, cero. Aquí.
Bienvenidos.
Hey, we back. We live. Yo, episode 53 of Technically Speaking, where we are giving you news
that you can use.
Hey, you know what? Fun fact.
What's that?
Fun fact. We was not on yesterday. I mean, on last Monday. We was not on last Monday.
I was not. No, we were not on last Monday. I was like, I wasn't. No, none of us was on last Monday.
I was on the grill.
And Gmo wasn't on the week before. Because I was like, you know what? It's been a minute since we seen Gmo on the show.
That's right. I missed 2 weeks. Right. I was on the week after or before that.
You know what I'm saying? Then he come in micromanaging.
Right, man.
Somebody got to.
Somebody got
to steer the shit.
One meeting he goes, I'm not gonna throw anybody under the bus, but and then he give me the dang all explainer me, Corey, this is for you. I'm like, but the whole team gets it, so you
Bobby got hers too. Don't feel bad if she watched hers yet.
What?
She hasn't watched her how-to videos yet.
I have not.
That's
yet.
why.
I had a very busy day at work today, which isn't normally common, but we're busy right now at the first time.
Hey, that's good.
My apologies.
But
you're good.
I did see some of the things. You know, you guys, if y'all in the media space out there, you know what I'm saying, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe and see what Gmo is talking about. Because, you know, if you go back and watch some of our other shorts, I fluffed up. Yes, I did. I'm not perfect. But if you are perfect, you're lying to yourself. And that means you're not perfect. I made a mistake. Okay?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I put up
that's live television for you.
Right. And if this was English class, it's what we would call a fragmented post, right? Because we were talking about something
I like
that nobody knew unless you actually saw the episode. But
that's funny.
You know what I'm saying? It was a fragmented post.
It's all good, man. It's no one's perfect, and you know what? It's a good conversation for anyone that wants to, who thinks they want to be an entrepreneur, right? Because there's a whole nother level of accountability that comes with that, man. Like
it is.
Most people don't think about that. You know what I hear from most people that want to start their own business? They're always like, man, I want to work for myself. I don't want to have a boss. How many times have y'all heard that from aspiring business owners?
Several.
A lot.
Right? Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to
that
do.
Was me.
Okay. You still got to answer to the IRS. I'm just saying.
You got to answer to your customers.
Hey, I'm going to switch over to my iPad. Hey, I hate to interrupt. I'm going to try and switch over to my iPad from this phone, so I might cut out for a second.
It is all good. I'm looking at the IG and I'm trying to see what's going on over here. Look like
there's a lot of negativity around making mistakes, but whenever you're learning in this type of a platform, it's okay, and then you learn from them. That's part of growing. That's part of growth.
Yeah.
And stay tuned. We will continue talking about growth as we continue through the episode.
Oh yeah.
Little nugget.
Nah, for real. And part of growth is learning how to just standardize operations, right? When you grow a business, I think most people undervalue the importance of using the tactics that's taught in the E-Myth Revisited, where it talks about being able to standardize processes and procedures, so that way you can take yourself out of that technician role, be the manager, and then also be the visionary, right? So a lot of people don't understand that, right? I'm good at switching between manager and technician role. I'm not the best at being a visionary. I learned that I am, when it comes to business, I'm not the visionary. I can take a vision, i.e. this whole technically speaking vision was actually Corey's vision, but I can administer said vision and create the standardized procedures around that, and I could execute like a technician, and I could jump back and forth between the two. And you gotta have someone on your team that can be that manager. Another term for it is be that asshole.
This is good. This is how your cultivating strengths and weaknesses within the team. Because it's the same thing for my husband and I. I am the visionary. I'm like, man, I got this plan, and this is what I see. I can see it on the wall. I can see it in the yard. I can see it in the living room. And he's like, tell me what you want. I said, vision with me. And he's like, okay. And he executes very well.
Yeah.
You guys compliment each
good.
other with that. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
and so
man.
we compliment each other with that. And it's okay, because if you had two people that are like, well, I'm seeing this and I'm seeing this, and you're sitting here doing this number, ain't nothing gonna get done.
No,
Nope.
Nothing gonna get done.
No.
no, something to get done, but it wouldn't get done the right way because one person started, the other person started,
Mhm.
and then it would be instead of going this way, it'd be like that.
Yeah.
And I get it. Like as a person, I'm a visionary, but I'm also an I just go, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, if I mess up along the way, I'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I need a GMO to be like, okay, well, this is the standardized operation procedures. You know what I'm saying? SOPs, right? I get it. You know, I'm a person like, okay, all right, this didn't work. Let's try it this way. This didn't work. We got some traction. We're gonna stick with that. You know, I'm the type that's around.
Mhm. Yeah, no. Don't get me wrong. Everything starts with the fuck around to find out. That's how you learn, man. But once you find it out, you need to capture that into a procedure so it's repeatable. So it's all about being able to actually have the building blocks, put them together so that you can build and scale. So I don't think most people understand when they say, yeah, man, I want to build and scale. I want to scale this thing. Scale is a good business entrepreneur, CEO, boss life type of buzzword, but I don't think people understand the boring, monotonous work it takes to, create the procedures that you can actually use to scale. Because when people say, hey, I want to scale, what they're really talking about is I want to build a turnkey model, right, that I can maybe eventually sell, right?
Yeah.
But it's boring as hell, dog, and most people don't want to do it.
Yeah, and here's the thing,
I don't want to do it.
Like, I look at it like this. You see, whenever you got to look at the fine print of anything, somebody has to create that. I don't like creating that, but I know I need to have it there. Yep. So by me knowing I need to have it there means that it's like I got to do the hard work. And sometimes I don't want to do ChatGPT because I get it. You know what I'm saying? That's the easy way to go about it. But if I get comfortable, I know myself. If I get comfortable using ChatGPT, what's going to end up happening is I'm gonna let some things fall through the cracks because I know ChatGPT did it, and then a client can be like, "Well, it says it right here," and I read it like, "Oh snap!" Because we all get comfortable once we in the flow of doing things. If we automate it and we don't fix the automations, then we could be losing a lot of money.
You'll be losing your skill of creative thinking.
Yep.
What I miss? Oh, I'm sorry. What I miss? So sorry, guys.
We were just talking about the need to have someone that's willing to do the managerial work.
Right.
And then we're now just talking about what Corey was saying, like using ChatGPT and stuff like that to use to build your businesses.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
Yep. But
I feel that though, man. To your point,
weekend.
Mine was just I was resting and healing, man. I was sick the end of last week, so I spent this weekend recovering. Creating procedures.
Yeah.
We went down to the river. We drove almost 3 hours away, and for those of you who don't know, San Antonio is only about 3 hours away from the border. So we were at the Nueces River, which is about 30 minutes away from the U.S.-Mexico border, kind of near Del Rio area. We went out there. The typical family stuff. Kids were jumping in the water. It was super cold. Did a lot of barbecuing.
Nice.
Typical, kick off the summer.
Nice.
Kick off the summer, right?
You celebrated a graduation too, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. So my son graduated, and then my little one, Mercy, she graduated kindergarten.
Nice.
I guess what you would consider primary school into elementary. And then April graduated.
That's awesome.
Yeah, very proud of them.
Out to education, man. Hell
You gave them
yeah.
a big cake.
Oh, you know what?
Big huge cakes.
No, we didn't cook
No.
those things, but my son graduated with his high school diploma, and he had just recently passed his like licensed health professional test. I think he's like a CNA now, so he's going to go
Nice.
directly into the
Nice.
medical field.
That's what's up, man.
Awesome.
Right out of high school. So my husband.
Oh,
our
so he
second
did a
kid-
dual program where he was going to school and going to school.
No, he was studying for his test outside of school.
Oh,
Not
wow.
even anything having to do with.
I like that, man. See, that's what you get when you parent, boy. I like that. Good job to you and Bow, man. Yeah, good job.
Yeah, we had some help. His
Congratulations.
his mom works in the healthcare field, and
okay.
so shout out to her. She's definitely a role model and a mentor, I imagine, in trying to guide him in the medical field and stuff. So
That's what's up.
his mother for sure. So it takes a village. At the end of
Oh,
the
yeah, it
day,
does.
his mom brought in the mentorship, but we brought in the prayer and the support and the encouragement and motivation and stuff. We took him very quickly because he needed his ID to go and take that test. He called me. I said, "Don't worry, we're gonna fix this. We're gonna go and pick you up. I'll meet you out at Lackland, and let's go get you a government ID." Thankfully,
You know, he's an essential worker. That's an essential worker. Those roles are real.
Good point. Good point.
So
It's a
I'll be
career.
working with him and getting his resume done. I did it for my older daughter too, and I'll be doing it for him as well.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's what's
How was
up.
your weekend, Dr. Poole?
It was cool, man. I just kind of rested a little bit. Spent Saturday at San Pedro Beach with the missus. Spent yesterday down in Manhattan Beach. So just trying to take in the beach action while we can. You know, getting ready to start the summertime, so it's not super busy. But I avoided getting in that water because I don't know if I trust that water yet or not. So some people were in there, man. They were in there
That's
swimming
the
with the
best part of the
dolphins.
beach.
Not in California.
Or what? Why? What's the issue? Is it the sharks? Is it the chemicals? Or what? What's popping?
Our beaches are not what it's cracked up to be.
Yeah,
No?
they never cleaned up after those fires either. So a lot of that debris and stuff that got washed into Malibu is still floating in the Pacific Ocean. So it's just traveling across the coastline.
Damn it, boy! I ain't
Yeah.
think about that.
People are in there though. You know, I'm not getting in there though.
Damn, I didn't think about that.
Yeah,
Well, how was your weekend, Corey?
Mhm.
Oh man, my weekend was great. Felt good. I think. Let's see what happened on Friday. Okay, wait a minute. Was it Friday? No, okay. No, that was Thursday. So Saturday, my kids. I know, right?
Not any of the days you mentioned.
I know, right? So Saturday, my son and my youngest daughter were in a neurodivergent fashion show by my neighbor, who's a neurodivergent, but he hosted his own clothing line, and it was pretty fly.
That sounds very, very exotic. What's the neurodivergent? What's that?
Special needs.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Like
it was at Perry.
Charles Xavier School.
Oh, like X-Men.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, but it was really, really cool. So
That's cool.
I recorded everything. I went and I brought my camera, brought my double screen, and I was just so amazed. My baby girl, my son, my neighbors, like, you know what I'm saying? Because my daughter, she was just like so like walking in sassy with it and flipping her hair and everything. And the designs were really cool. Noah, he made awesome design. I'll show you guys offline the fashion show, unless because it's 9 minutes. I don't want to put it on here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was amazing.
That's what's up, man.
Amazing. Yeah. And then Sunday I went to church. And I came home from church and I bought a pizza, right? Because there's this nice pizza place called Lucky Pizza right here on Redondo Beach in Redondo Beach in Normandy. And I got the itis off of 2 slices, bro. And I was asleep. I woke up,
Got that itis.
and then I think I had some chicken, and then went back to sleep.
Also known as the
No. Saturday, after that, we went to Marathon Burgers.
How is that, man?
Marathon Burgers. Honest opinion, it was good. The burger, I think the burger is the best thing there. 9 out of 10 burgers. The only difference I would say is it's the wait. I had to wait an hour for the food.
Nope.
The food came
Sorry.
out. The food came out hot, except for the fries. But I think that's the only complaint. But I had it in mind that I knew it was going to be a little bit long because it's you know,
Did
it's
it change?
Nipsey Hussle's and Black Sam's establishment. You know, R.I.P. to Nipsey Hussle, and he recently opened one on Venice Boardwalk.
Oh,
And,
nice.
Yeah, I didn't go to that one because we just wanted to go get a burger. We wasn't trying to be seen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I ain't trying to be
And if
seen.
we put an hour on this one and the other one, they were giving away free burgers for like I think about an hour or two. They were giving
No,
away
I
free,
wish I would have heard about that one.
huh?
I wish I would have heard about that one.
Oh yeah, man. Well, bro, just anything you want to know about free food, bro. I got you. Matter of fact, on birthday stuff coming up, man, I put the list out every year where you can get your free food for $20. Not $20 for 20 places where you can get free food for
I'm
birthdays.
so glad you're my friend, Corey.
I know, right?
I got the plug. I am the plug when you want the
is the
free
plug.
stuff.
The creator of Who's Hungry?
Hungry.
Hey,
Creator.
I had a pretty good burger this weekend too with the family, man. We had to go do some work at our rental property. We just got a long-term tenant, and while we were out there, actually we had to fix stuff for that tenant. We had to fix stuff for my Airbnb guest from him. And so in between, we went, there's a burger spot in Almost Park. Bobby, I think it's called Juicy Burger.
What's it called?
I think it's called Juicy Burger.
Juicy.
That sounds familiar.
Juicy burger.
Is it over there next to the quarry?
No. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. But it's good. It is
So
good.
This Marathon Burger, it's owned by, you said Nipsey Hussle?
Nipsey Hussle's brother, Black Sam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know who Nipsey Hussle is, but I've never heard of Black
Mr.
Sam.
Juicy. Mr. Juicy is the
Mr.
name of the
Juicy,
burger spot
okay.
we went to, man. It was good. That was a good. And they had the gluten-free bun. Hey,
Oh,
all the burger spots that got the gluten-free bun, man, because then I can enjoy it, man. It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah. So, hey, shout out to all the good burger
Was
spots.
it smashed or was it just regular?
It was regular. It was regular. It was good though. I would say that was the highlight of the weekend. Yeah, it's yeah, I forgot. Yeah, we had to do a lot of stuff for that unit, man. Yeah, anyway. Yeah. People think they want to be business owners. Let me tell you.
Look, everything has its perks and problems.
Perks and problems. Speaking of perks and problems, there was people that had perks and problems at this AMA, huh?
Oh man. Okay, so you know what I'm saying? Oh my God. First and foremost, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Eminem, one of the best rappers to ever do it. He went home at the AMAs. He went home with favorite rapper of 2024. Now, despite Kendrick and Drake beef, which a lot of people, and Kendrick was up for for that award, and he got an award that night. He didn't get this one. He got an award for favorite hip hop song of 2024. But Eminem, he took the crown of favorite rapper of 2024 because he came out with his last album. Now, see, a lot of people had a problem with this, and I didn't, because if you know Eminem, his fan base doesn't just consist of blacks, browns, and small majority of white. He has equal fan base. Like if he has 100,000 white fans, he has 100,000 black fans, 100,000 Asian fans, 100,000 brown fans. You feel what I'm saying? Brown and Latino. And the reason why I say that is because of the fact that he's not only been in the game a long time. Why you make the face, Emo?
I'm gonna let you finish. I'll let you finish.
You go. Oh, yeah, you gonna give me the Taylor Swift?
I was gonna say something funny.
Zero.
You know what? I gotta challenge that, man. Maybe worldwide, yes, but I mean, dude, he even said it. I forget what album it was when he had that song "White America." He even admitted that he understood that he knew that most of his fans in America were white because I mean it's just a bigger population. It is what it is, man. He has that.
Yeah. I mean,
But
but that
he also admitted that basically he was saying in that song that I'm gonna win because I'm gonna get the white fans, right? It just comes with the territory, like attracts like. But he also was like, and then I'm gonna get the black fans from Dr. Dre. So I mean, he said it in the song "White America," man.
but here's the thing. Yeah, he said that, but that was over 15 years ago. I know what song that came out on. That came off the Marshall Mathers LP album, and great song, great marketing. But he's good.
I'm not saying he's not good. I can't dispute that. But I mean,
Right.
at the end of the day, it's called the majority for a reason, right? If you get, it's a numbers game. Just we always talk about business and sales, right? It's a numbers game, right? If you have the majority of the majority,
right,
you already won. Now, when you factor in the minorities in there, it's just cherries on top of the ice cream. But he already had the majority. Nothing wrong with that. You got to understand your demographic because it's tying into our next topic. We'll stick a pin in that. You know what I mean? Stick a pin in that. But I mean, it's just, I mean, if we're talking, it's the American Music Awards, right? So if it's the American Music Awards, I'm going to assume that maybe it's based on your performance in America.
Yeah. And plus, this is where American Music Awards, the fans actually vote.
What's the majority of fans in America, people? Come on.
Let's take fans out and throw votes in.
What's the majority of the votes in America?
I'm gonna throw something in there, man. Check this out. I think what was interesting about Eminem's getting the award was the statement that he made. You know, he's like, man, I got this award when I first started, and now I'm getting it again 25 years later. You know, like the sarcasm in that video that he sent in was just like, damn, you know, yeah, he was great, but then he went 24 years without winning that award at all, and now they're giving it to him again. You know, so
you know
take it for what it is.
You know why? It's a shift. There's a lot more things being accepted now that wasn't being accepted then. You feel me?
I can see that because he was the pre woke America type of rapper where he was dropping F-bombs and all kind of stuff. I can see that. But when you're at that caliber of rapper, because like I said, regardless of demographics aside for marketing, right? The dude is a god MC, man. Every god MC that we've ever had in the history of hip hop will say that he's a god MC. You know what I mean? You cannot take that away from him, man. So I mean, rich people problems, man. You know what I mean? You don't get the award, but hey, man, you can afford to do everything we probably can't do collectively together with our incomes combined. He's gonna do it.
Hey, Corey.
But on the flip,
Corey,
what
would you call a brown car black?
Huh?
Would you call a brown car black?
A brown car black?
Why?
Brown car black.
Because I made the difference of people.
Grace asked me this a couple of days ago. She said, "Mommy, would you call a brown car black?" And I'm like, it took me a minute. I'm like, is she talking about race? And I said, no, because it's brown. She was like, then why would we call black people black when they're not black? We're not white. We're just different shades of brown. All of us. She said, you see this piece of paper? Look, from kids. This is white. I'm not white. No, you're not. You're definitely not white.
Go to Norway, man. Some of those people are as white as paper. Some of those Swedish, those Danish, man, those folks are pretty pasty.
Hold on. I'm trying to get. I'm getting Bobby. I want to get Bobby's point and perspective because I know she's going somewhere with this.
I am going somewhere. Scientifically, every single one of us are actually a different shade of brown. Every single one of us. So when we talk about brown people, certainly mean all of us. So all of America is brown. We're just different shades of brown. I'm lighter.
I feel that. But
I've seen some black people, man,
black and white.
Canada, I think, has different things that they class. I feel that just from a human perspective. But when we're talking demographics for votes for American Music Awards, it does matter. It does matter.
I'm not an
You know what I'm
Eminem
saying?
fan. I'm not an Eminem fan.
Oh
Even when
man.
I was a kid and I was listening to him, I wasn't like, yeah, I resonate with this guy because he's white. I'm like, I don't like this dude.
No.
Some of
I
his
just
stuff
like
was
to see
okay.
dope.
I resonated with other rappers who were black. I didn't resonate with them because of the skin color.
I think it was Dr. Dre.
I like what they talked about.
Dr. Dre made Eminem.
To an extent. I
Those
remember
beats,
Eminem.
man.
I remember Eminem on the Swan Tech show. I remember him before he got signed to Dr. Dre, and he was already vicious. I remember him in the underground.
Yeah, I never heard of him.
And because I don't want the message to get lost and think this is a race thing, because it's not.
No, it's not.
It was really just pure data, right? It is what it is. The white population in America is the majority. So if you got that, your product will win. You know what I mean? It's a numbers game. That's all I was simply saying. But dude is dope, and he was dope before Dr. Dre. I just think that Dr. Dre, because of his star power,
whole nother level,
was able to take him to a whole nother level. And
that's all I'm saying.
That transferred to 50 Cent, because I was watching an interview with Yuck Mouth, and Yuck Mouth made a damn good point. He was like,
who Yuck Mouth is, man. They may not know, this generation may not know.
Yuck Mouth, okay, for the younger millennials and Gen Zs, Yuck Mouth was from a group called the Loonies. If you ever heard a song called I Got
on it.
That's North Cal, right? North Cal?
Yep. From the Yay area. But he was on a Bay Area podcast, and he was like, dude, the reason why 50 Cent won is because of Eminem. Like, because 50 Cent came in and got all the 10 million plus fans that Eminem had, plus Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
You were bound to win.
But 50 Cent is a genius too.
Not gonna discount that, but when you come in with 10 million fans ready to accept you,
I don't know, man.
A New York guy took over the entire West Coast for like 10 years, you know.
he took over the entire world, sir.
Yeah.
Not just the West Coast.
50 Cent,
50
when he
Cent?
signed with Dre and took over the West Coast before the
took
game
over
came in.
He took
I
over
don't think
the world.
I got to disagree. I disagree for two reasons, and let's take that offline because I don't want to take up.
There's a Eminem Kendrick connect. They're all connected under the Dr. Dre family tree. But let's bring it back to the AMA.
AMAs, yeah, because I want to talk about the Snubs. Let's talk about the Snubs. Because
hey, but shout out to Eminem. He did his thing. So was that his last album? I didn't realize that was gonna be his final album.
Slim Shady was his finale.
I gotta buy it then.
I did not realize that.
Yeah, that's a collector item.
What did y'all listen to the album?
I've heard some of the songs.
Good. You know what I'm saying? It's better than the Kamikaze album when he was dissing everybody, but the one he was dissing everybody was fire too. Spinning it back to the Snubs. Let's go to the Snubs because we gave love to the you gotta go to the Snubs.
Let's go to the Snubs. What's the Snubs?
Because I got a spin off on the Snubs that has to do with small business. Taylor Swift. Billie Eilish is the new Taylor Swift because Taylor Swift didn't get anything.
I see it.
Billie Eilish, she got everything.
Everything.
You know what I'm saying? If they had an award for the best cheeseburger consumer, she probably would have bought that. She had an award for the best bike riding with the green hair. She probably would have won that. But you know who did?
Who?
Taylor Swift.
She ain't win nothing. No?
She didn't. You mean Tay didn't win nothing?
No, but here's the flip side. Taylor Swift that same week was able to say, you know what? I may not won this, but I went back to my label and bought my master.
I saw that.
Yeah. By buying your masters, you won. You won in life. You won, period. Because Taylor Swift can now tour, and all the money from the tour, as far as like the performance money, performance royalties, anything that gets put on commercial, anytime you hear a Swiftie song anywhere, that goes into her pocket. And those songs pay royalties, especially in the environments where she have those blanket royalties are $20,000 and $30,000 a sync. And that's going back to her. And when I say 20, I know people may say 20,000, Taylor Swift is a billionaire and a millionaire, right? Yes, but if your song gets played 3 times, you get $75,000.
Cha-ching.
That's money. And she was able to go. And this is how I've envisioned it. The label she was on, she went and was like, hey, I see y'all in debt because some of your artists are not successful. Let me go ahead and buy my masters for a certain amount that will put y'all back in the green.
Corey,
And
what
so
does that
everybody
mean?
was like, yeah, because remember, Taylor
Explain
Swift.
that to the non-business,
Okay.
music business people that haven't been
Okay,
around
so-
music business like that.
When you tour, that's where you make the big money. And Taylor Swift in 2024 toured around the same time Beyonce did, but had the biggest tour out of them two. And so with her, and then also with merchandise and all those things that she sold, Taylor Swift accumulated a lot of income. And of course, along the way, she has as well. She's not called, her fans are not called Swifties for no reason. She has a following. So usually record labels, when they sign on to having artists, they go in debt by trying to promote, produce, and build up a reputation for the artist so they can be successful. 90% of the time, those artists fail within the first year because of the fact that they're just not it. They don't have that it factor. Taylor Swift, a Billie Eilish come once a generation. So the most record labels go into debt, and sometimes they find a way to get out of it. Sometimes they find the contracts to be able to pair with other people. But in this case, Taylor Swift was like, "Hey, I got 20 mil over here for the rest of, for all my masters." And this company, not saying it is, but this label could have been like, "Hey, you guys are 18 million in a hole, and you guys about to go, you about to lose everybody masters to a venture capitalist." So Taylor Swift was like, let me buy my masters back, put y'all in the green, and we have a good reputation with each other, and I'm gonna go do my thing. And boom, she paid off her debt. She owns her masters. And for those who don't understand masters, that means you have the recordings of your work scot and free. So 10, 15 years from now, you want to put out a greatest hits, all your following from 10 to 15 years will buy it, and you will be rich again all over again. So Taylor Swift, long as she manages herself right, she'll never go broke.
She's like the new age Dolly Parton.
Yes.
Or Britney Spears.
Dolly Parton. Britney Spears is cool, but didn't nobody do it like Dolly Parton, man. Dolly Parton was a beast with her music publishing business, man. When I did music publishing class years ago, we did a case study on her, man. And dude, how many people could tell Elvis, no, you're not gonna buy my song? That's Dolly Parton right there. Because I don't know if y'all know about the story about I'll Always Love You.
Yeah.
Remember when
I've heard she's very humble and she's invested into other people.
She is. But the story with her to show just how her prowess in business, right? When she originally did "I Will Always Love You" back in the day, Elvis's manager wanted to buy it. What did they call him? Like the admiral? What did they call Elvis's manager? It was like the general or the admiral, or
I think it was the admiral. It sounds familiar.
So like the admiral approached her and was like, "Hey, Elvis wants to buy that song." And Dolly Parton was like, "Nah, I'll give you a license to perform it, but you're not buying it." And the admiral was like, "Nah, Elvis doesn't perform anything that we don't own." And Dolly Parton was like, "Well, he won't be performing it." Fast forward decades later, Whitney Houston got the license to do it, blew that thing right back up, and that was just putting more coins in that Dolly Parton bank account. She did some
Colonel
at Dolly World. It's the Colonel.
Tom Parker.
Yeah, the Colonel. Yeah. So all upgrades at Dolly World came from Whitney Houston. That's an
Can
example.
I give an insight?
What's up?
To the AMAs? Since I watched the highlights of this thing, man, I got to give it up to Janet Jackson. I saw her video. She was very humble. And she reminded me why I was in love with her, man. I love Janet Jackson, man. God bless Janet Jackson. She was so humble, bring God into it and everything. And then one other thing was J-Lo lip singing. I swear it looked like J-Lo was lip singing.
She always lip sings. Come on, man.
She used 4 K-Dot songs. She used 4 Kendrick Lamar songs. I didn't see Kendrick Lamar one time. I thought that was kind of weird, I don't think she played like one of her songs during that opening performance. Did she even play any of her own music? I didn't hear a single J-Lo song.
There was no Ja Rule.
They had to ban the N-word probably.
Yeah.
I remember that. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. No, I
That's
mean,
my insight on the AMAs. What a waste of time.
Oh, no. Man, well, you can't be. He said I need to watch the highlights, and then he said it was a waste of time.
Janet Jackson was good. Eminem was funny. I think he was funny.
oh man. Oh, any other snubs, man? Because you say you wanted to get to the snubs. What are other
Yeah, that
snubs
was
you
a
wanted?
snub, bro. Taylor Swift got snubbed.
Did she get snubbed, or is she at that point in the artist's life where they start to fall off? Because it
Yeah,
happens.
she got the record for most awards of that place anyway. So it doesn't. She got the most awards period for the AMAs. She got the record.
Here's
So
the thing.
that's for the past, though.
Yeah, but ain't nobody gonna break her record. Billie Eilish ain't gonna break her record.
I'm
not
not
right
saying
now.
that. I'm
Billie
not
Eilish
saying
is gonna
that.
come up, but not right now.
But
I think Billie in 10 years, if Taylor Swift doesn't evolve into doing something different, then you may see a fall in Taylor Swift. But even then, I doubt it, bro. She got the Swifties, and she also got, you know what I'm saying,
Travis
Swift,
Kelce.
She got pop, yeah, that too, but she got pop music and she has country music. Taylor Swift, you know what I'm saying?
So you're not saying she's at the beginning stages of falling off?
Nah, heck nah. She,
Okay.
Nah.
Because it's one thing, you get your fan base. Your fan base gonna be with you forever, right?
Yeah.
But that's one thing, but it's another thing to be able to drop a project and it still charts the top, still tops the charts, et cetera, because you could fall off but still have your fan base. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she is getting booed at stadiums now. She's getting booed at football games.
Well, she was getting booed
cheer.
like that. Obviously, Kelsey, you know what I'm saying? What's his name? Travis Kelsey. Her dating him, and everybody was like against the Chiefs because they were the best team in the league.
Yeah, that could have been it.
That's the only reason why she
That's probably what it was.
That was some haterade. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
but
everybody has their time to shine. It's now Billie Eilish, like you said, she's the new Taylor Swift. I remember when Taylor Swift first came out, she was all the buzz, man. She had that buzz that Billie Eilish has now, man.
She was able to successfully transfer from country music to pop with no issue. Similar to what Post Malone did.
Can I say something about that? Okay, no, I'm not going to say it. Because,
say it. No, you can't just open it up and then okay. You better say it, boy.
I'm just saying, Beyonce had the greatest video of all time.
That's funny. That's funny.
If it wasn't for that moment, with those not in her genre, those who does not pay attention to Taylor Swift, really know who she is.
No. I mean, I think she still would have had the success she had because she was already a star, man. She came out a star. That was her first.
Hey,
that whole "You Belong to Me." That was the joint, dog. I was rocking it back then. I don't care.
She took on Kanye West, man.
Huh?
She took on Kanye West.
So here's the thing.
Why you gotta be so mean?
It's almost like Kanye West was the Thanos of that time for Taylor Swift, and Taylor Swift was like the Avengers in Infinity War. Like, you know what I'm saying? Until Kanye West snapped his finger.
I like that analogy.
People was like, okay, Taylor Swift, never heard of her before. And then it was like bad blood, and because we got bad blood.
Years later, that bad blood joint.
True.
But, and it had Kendrick Lamar on that thing. Hey.
You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say this, man. You know what I mean? You can still lose. And for our, love and snub topic, but you can still lose. But find a way to win, because her buying her masters back, she just saved her whole generation from poverty.
Yeah,
generational wealth, man. Generational wealth. Generational wealth. I appreciate that. I was just watching Snoop. I think he was on a Breakfast Club, and he was talking about why he would never sell his catalog, and it basically came down to generational wealth. And he made an excellent point that the people that may sell their catalog, what are you going to have left for the future generations? Versus keeping it, and it can continuously generate revenue for the generations to come. And when he broke it down like that, I'm like, oh, I like that. I like that. So hey, shout out to her, man. She did what was right for her family and the future generations to come of Swifties. She said,
Low-key, like, you know what I'm saying? That was when we did music, that was my whole reason going into doing like learning about your masters and stuff like that. That's important because of the fact that you have a say of something that can pave the way when you're not here. And I think that is very important. But let's, you know what I'm saying? We spent a lot of time about the Swifties.
Hey, but you know what though? One thing a lot of people forget about music business is the business aspect of music business. And just like any other business, you know what's important in business and music business? Marketing.
Marketing. So
we're gonna get it out there.
You know, we're gonna send that to Dr. Poole and let him swim in that marketing pool.
Yeah, I'd take it on if I have to. It's easy to promote some people compared to others, you know.
So
like Redman. Are you trying to segue into a segment or something? What are we doing, kid?
Yes, we are. We're segueing into.
He's new to the show, y'all. We still training. We still under
This
training.
is my segue.
Yes, this is your segue into. We're talking about is marketing always necessary, and how much should we invest into it? This is our business topic for today. Let's focus. Bring it back in.
Okay.
Oh, I love it. Welcome to the show.
No.
Yo, what are we doing here?
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
So the question is marketing always necessary? In business, yes. I don't care what business it is. So I asked y'all earlier to stick a pin in it. Earlier when we were talking demographics, you got to understand your customer. That's the conversation we always have in the show here. I have that conversation in my other endeavors as well. You have to understand the demographic that you serve, so that way you're giving them exactly what they want, and you know how to tailor your message to them and connect to that demographic, aka the target market. That never goes away.
I like the way you tailored that.
I see what you did there. Hey.
I try to be swift.
Lord. Okay, Corey.
You know what
man. I'm gonna need me a pack of M&Ms now.
Oh yeah.
Gluten-free ones.
M&Ms are gluten-free.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's just chocolate and peanuts, no diddy. Just to be safe.
You gotta focus on that. No diddy. No. But no, back to marketing.
Yo, let's get to the show.
You know what? Well, you made a good point about marketing. You know why? The other day, I saw a Starbucks commercial, and I was like, wait, this company, I don't think I've ever seen their Starbucks commercial until recently, but it was they were promoting their new drink, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, I guess they should be doing marketing. I'm like, and if Starbucks is that big of a brand to still do marketing, everybody should be doing marketing, because of the fact that, people don't even call Starbucks coffee anymore. They're like, let me go and get me a Starbucks. Right?
Yeah.
It's a coffee. It's a brew. It's a tap brew. Kind of nasty, to be honest. But people buy it because of the brand. And it also signifies something. Think about it. And I heard this in an Eric Thomas video, motivational video. If you're going to sit down with CEOs of a corporation and you told them, I'll be there, I'll be providing coffee, right? If they walk in there and they see Joe Schmo's coffee from down the street, they're going to be like, okay. But if you come in there with boxes full of Starbucks, the leading brand, they're going to understand you have a certain type of caliber of taste that you're trying to impress your clients. Because you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I wouldn't go, and let's just be 100% honest. Dunkin' Donuts is cool, but I wouldn't go to Dunkin' Donuts for coffee.
I mean, speak for yourself, sir. I like Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
I get you.
I don't know if y'all have Dutch Bros over there, but Dutch is the.
But guess what they do have? Where y'all have, and where we have. Stone.
We all got Starbucks. Yep.
And that's a hell of a marketing. That means that marketing was so good, they can project how much money to spend in a certain area where they don't have a Starbucks and expect to get a return. You feel what I'm saying?
100%, 100%. And I'll give you so they understand their target market and they cater to their target market excellently. Here in San Antonio, they have a competitor that's like the antonym to the Starbucks demographic. You know who they are, Bobby, because they're like the complete opposite of Starbucks. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Is it a coffee place? Is it my coffee place?
It's not your coffee spot, but it's like their target market is the complete opposite of Starbucks. Black Rifle Coffee.
Black Rifle.
Black Rifle Coffee. So it's a veteran-owned company, coffee company, and they like a few years ago declared war on Starbucks and basically invited everybody that Starbucks did not cater to.
Wow.
Which was a genius marketing strategy.
Yeah.
Because if
they do not cater to veterans or military, is what he's saying.
Say what now?
I said they don't cater to veterans and military.
Who? No. So, because Starbucks, the Starbucks target market is kind of more your hipster type of like market business, blue collar, not blue collar, white collar. It's more like white collar, hippie, hipster type place, kind of a bit more clean cut, maybe more casual, relaxed, where Black Rifle is more rugged. Yeah.
All sorts of
ZZ Top beer.
Now hold on. I got a question about this because I've heard of Black Rifle coffee before. A lot of people are doing a lot of ads for it on the websites and stuff, but do they have like actual shops like Starbucks does? And also, can you only purchase their stuff if not on a shop online? Are they in grocery stores yet like Starbucks is?
They're in
Walmart. They got K-cups. They got regular beans you could buy. They got regular ground coffee, all sorts of stuff. They have like real dark death type coffee.
Yeah.
If you need that in the morning.
Yeah.
They got all sorts of stuff.
Because that's the definition of making it in my book, is if you could get it on the store shelves and get people to buy it when they're doing other grocery shopping and they make it at home themselves.
It's there, but they tend to be in like populations that like veteran heavy populations, because they really cater their message to the veterans. I don't know if it's conservative, because if you look at some of their merchandise, it is not conservative.
No,
no, not at all. It's very war driven. I'll tell you that. It's very, we drop bombs on the enemy type stuff.
That's why I said their stuff is like, when you open it up, it's like you swear you heard an eagle go, flying by. You know what I mean? Their stuff is strong too. They make it for the war fighter.
Yeah,
their stuff is built for the war fighter. So when you're up at 03 in the morning and you need that kick right before you get on the flight line and you're about to do some major stuff, had that Black Rifle ready in the cup, baby. You're not gonna go to Starbucks.
A lot of veterans will know Black Rifle because they did real good with targeting veterans with their marketing. It works. It works, man. I mean,
maybe we can see if we can get them on our show.
We can try. I mean, I know they were on Patrick Bet David. When someone is on Patrick Bet David, we may or may not be able to get them on Technically Speaking. We might need a few million subscribers more. Speaking of which, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to click that like button and that subscribe button, because the more subscribers to get, the better chance we have to get Black Rifle on the show. Come on now.
Yeah. There we go.
Get some sponsorships, get some free coffee for selling it.
I got a free Black Rifle coffee cup because I purchased two boxes of their K-cups, of their patriotic K-cups. It's good coffee,
that's the thing. That's amazing for their marketing, right?
It is.
So they can say, you know what? I don't need to put out commercials, or I don't need to cater to other people, because when you lack marketing, then you're trying to find your people, and what you're doing is you're looking desperate. And let's be honest, you know what I'm saying? When the money's not coming in for a business, you're just trying to get your client, and I get that. So the proper marketing, you know what I'm saying? If you have a group of people, or a group of companies, a group of organizations you can rely on, you can have that FU type of mentality of like, look, I don't need you because my tribe over here is going to buy my coffee regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Loyalty.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna put some of them in my commercials to say, "Bump you." You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what they did. They was gangster with it.
We are not paid
They
actors.
were so gangster. They started building their coffee shops right across from Starbucks.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
With a name like Black Rifle Coffee, who's gonna mess with them? You know, so, Starbucks hipsters.
Nope.
Let's just be honest. I mean, don't get me wrong. Starbucks is great, but their coffee isn't. I mean, Starbucks, their customer service is good. Their other drinks is good.
They do
but
have great customer service.
you know what I'm saying? But it's just that their coffee is not as good. Like I've had Phil's. Like there's a place called Phil's out here. But it's from the Bay Area. It's pretty good. Pete's Coffee is pretty good.
I like Pete's Coffee.
There's a pizza over here too somewhere.
Yeah. But Starbucks, like I wouldn't. I don't even drink the caramel macchiatos and stuff anymore. So, you know,
I only get caramel frappuccinos.
Biggest fan of Starbucks when the show first started? Weren't you like the biggest fan of Starbucks?
I sure was, but it wasn't for coffee. It was teas. And I still drink the teas.
Okay.
The black tea lemonade, the green tea lemonade, the tropical tea lemonade, peach lemonade tea, all those I still drink. But I don't drink as much because I got to lay off the caffeine. But when it comes to their coffee, nah, man. My wife got an espresso, and that bad boy right there, I'd be like, I feel like I'll be in the, have you ever had coffee so good at your house that you just don't want to move after it's done?
Yeah.
I just sit right there, right at the machine. I'll be like,
yeah.
And so one time I accidentally did it, and I forgot that was my wife's coffee.
Oh man!
Take it up to her. I made her another brew while I sipped up the ones that she had.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. It's funny you say that, right? Because I just got in trouble because I just finished my Black Rifle coffee. I had a bag of it that I just finished. But then when I finished that, I went ahead and finished my wife's Folgers coffee. My bad. I owe her.
Folgers. That's the original coffee with the best marketing.
That's what I drink.
The best part of waking up is
every morning.
Hey,
all
Dr.
about
Cole,
that original.
You had asked about Black Rifle, and it says that the Black Rifle is actually often associated and actively supports conservative political views. The company's founder, Evan Hafer, is a Green Beret, and the company's image is built around its veteran and military support, pro-gun and pro-military stance, which are all conservative figures and policies.
Man,
yeah, I think politically that's who they support, but their imagery is not conservative. If you go look at their merchandise, it's not conservative at all. So I think they get behind maybe like conservative policies.
No, I think it's just particular people who represent. Like Hannity represents Black Rifle Coffee. I think Joe Rogan promotes Black Rifle Coffee. Like a lot of big name people.
I think he was on Joe Rogan, the founder of Black Rifle. So I guess policies. I think that's who they support, but like their merchandise is far from conservative. Let me see. Keep talking. Let me see if I can find some of their merchandise.
I was about to say, keep on looking, because everything that I'm seeing here does not say anything like that.
Well, you could say one thing, but have you seen any of their merchandise?
Everything just has guns on it and stuff and rifles.
What's up? Do they have different flavors? Is it only like
They
one
do.
or two different flavors
No.
or so?
They have a whole selection. Go from a regular light breakfast blend to some very, very dark, punch you in the gut.
Fuel roast.
Yeah, Freedom Fuel.
The Sasquatch ground eyeball.
What's like the price range? What's the going price range? About what, like $5 per bag or so?
For like a box of K-Cups.
$17.99.
$20, huh? That's not bad.
For like a 12-pack of K-Cups?
Well, no, for the grounds. 18 ounce.
Okay. I was like, no way, Corey. Maybe in California. Not here in Texas. It's like $8 or $9 for a 10 or 12-pack of cups.
All right. So let me see. Let me share this real quick. So supporting conservative policies is one thing, and I don't care to support who you want to support, but when it comes to the merchandise, I will submit Exhibit A. Let me go to, here we go. Boom. So here's their merch. Y'all can see the screen?
Yeah, I was on the page too. Yeah.
Dude, this says tax D's. Very conservative people.
That's right.
That's hilarious. Tax D's.
They may support conservative policies, but Their merchandise is not
What's that
conservative.
rooster one, man?
Give me coffee or give me death.
Need that.
Eh,
Hey, my pastor has that on his laptop.
Go to
Whenever
the
he
one with
prays
the rooster on it. What does that one say? That one,
this
that
one
white
here?
one. Yeah, with a pistol. What kind of
Tacticock?
pistol is that?
Tacticock? Is what it says?
I
Yeah.
don't know, but I mean that doesn't really scream conservative to me.
Not at all.
That's a little liberal.
That doesn't scream liberal.
No,
I
It
mean,
does
I
not.
just
It
I
doesn't
thought you were about to pull up some rainbow shirts, to be honest with you. I was like, what? This is what I'm thinking.
for Black Rifle. How does that even make sense? I don't
Yeah.
understand. Make that make sense, man.
That's what
Because
people
so they
they're
support
truly
conservative,
Trump
pro-American,
They're very
pro-military.
pro Trump.
So yeah, so there's I would
Oh, snap.
say
Not that.
I would say for sure that's super pro-military stuff. The tech these is hilarious.
That's funny, but I mean, my whole thing was just I don't think that's a conservative type of message. I like it, but so I mean, to go back to the question, I think they support conservative policies. But again, I don't care who you support, what you support. I love their merchandise. And I love the fact that it's not conservative or liberal or whatever. It's just, hey man, it's America. That's what I see.
guns. It's all about the guns.
As a consumer, I want to know if you have a good product. If your product good, cool. I support you. What you do outside of that don't really bother me as long as your product's good. I like me some good customer service is what I like. That's why I like Dutch Bros.
Nice.
Some coffee.
You know what? I'm not familiar with any of their marketing at all.
They got double lanes. They're the Chick-fil-A of coffee. And they get busy. Busy. The one out by Lackland that I go to, I'm there in the morning. I'm the first person at the window. I don't get to go every day because it's a splurge type of deal for me. But
they must have like word of mouth type marketing. But I think at the end of the day, the conversation is showing that marketing is important because it's a part of sales. I know oftentimes people would try to separate marketing and sales. It's one and the same, man. I can't buy your product if I don't know about it. And the marketing is the function that helps people know about your product. So I don't think we can never get away from marketing.
Sponsorships are good though.
Sponsorships are good. What do you mean?
Well, yeah, in marketing, if you could get someone who you can sponsor or who is sponsoring you who has a powerful platform, it helps get your product out there more.
Oh yeah.
Like I was mentioning how like Sean Hannity like talks about Black Rifle Coffee every time he does one of his shows. Like there's hundreds of thousands of people who, that's the only reason why I've heard of it, but I've heard of it, you know.
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan. Yeah, these are powerful platforms.
It's a wrap, homie.
Yep. For real.
Nah,
yeah, but people have to get, when you get a sponsorship, people have to be able to get behind your product.
Yeah.
You have to be able to say, okay, hold on a second. I'm going to stand on this soapbox because this is good freaking coffee. Let's do this, you know?
Yeah.
And good on them. Good on that man saw a need and said, you know what? That's Starbucks. I don't know if he said that or not, but you know what? He saw something different and he went for it. So shout out to Mr. Hafer for seeing a vision, implementing it, doing what he had to do. Probably got a little startup going, little business loan or something. He had a vision and he executed it quite well.
And he executed it. And he got the message out. Because that's really what marketing is. You got to get the message out. The other question was, how much should you invest into marketing? What do y'all think? How much should one invest in marketing?
Man, if you're investing your own money, well, do you have your own money, or like is there a way you could go out there and get income from other people?
I would think like an annual percentage. I think I read it was somewhere between 13 and 15%.
13 and 15%.
Of your annual income, depending on what you make and what you do, and be able to stretch that.
So you know what? I support that, and this is why. So the company that I use to manage my vacation rental listing, that's what they take. They take 10%, and I just actually got on the wait list to upgrade it to the 15% tier because you get more benefits. I'm okay giving 15% to the company that's marketing my vacation rental. You know what I mean? Otherwise, how the hell am I gonna get guests?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I
I
like
think that's
that.
good. Compare
Yeah.
too, you know.
Yeah.
Find ways to do comparisons and find better deals, maybe lower interest rates, stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, good point. Good point. You
Where'd
know who
Corey
else?
go?
I don't know where Corey went. Hootie hoo.
Oh, there he is.
There you go. We can't hear you, sir.
There you
I
go.
just had to get some water. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
It's all good. To wrap the show up, let's talk about one person that I think is probably a marketing genius. And you know him. We all know him. Hate him or love him.
Line. You talking about line?
Lon. That's
Line.
his new name, Lon.
That's what I'm gonna call him. He line.
So what's going on with Elon Musk, Bobby?
So Elon Musk has finished his 120-day, I guess, position. He was in a temporary position in the White House, taking part in being the leader of the Department of Government Efficiency, which we all know is Doge. They came in and made cuts to a lot of spending. His team of individuals have come in and found a lot of discrepancies within the databases that they use, just like the Medicaid, Medicare system, and what else? Social Security. A lot of people were afraid, being that their Social Security benefits were going to be cut. No, but they ended up finding there were tons of people where this money was going to these ghost accounts, and these people looked like they were 150 years old, still receiving Social Security benefits. And as a taxpayer, we should all be mad that this has been going on for God knows how long. So, peace to Elon. Wish him the best. He came and did what he said he was going to do. Him and Trump worked together to get a lot of stuff done. I think there's some, I don't want to say bad blood, but there was some like, hey, I came in to try to save the government some money, and I think he's mad at Trump right now because he's passing the big beautiful bill. The OBB is what they call it, one big beautiful bill, and he feels like now he's about to be spending more money, which is going to
What's the acronym for that again?
OBB.
Yeah, you know me. Hey.
You down with OBB? You down with OBB? Every last homie.
Hey, I am down with OBB. I like it. You know what? So, but
One big bill.
the one, what is it? The one big
beautiful bill.
One
I
big-
started reading through it. It's about 1,400 pages long. It hits on so many different aspects of things that are happening in the US, but the biggest thing is that Trump ran on a platform that he was going to fix so many things, and this is the way to do it. He's putting his words to work for those people who voted for him. And so this bill encapsulates so many things that he talked about during the campaign and stuff. So
you want to know my favorite?
Like him or hate him, he's putting his, I don't say his money where his mouth is, but he's doing what
our tax money where the mouth is. Which is why I understand why Musk is kind of mad at him. He was like, yo, I saved y'all all this money. Are you going to go back and spend it? Yes. And you know my favorite part of the big beautiful bill?
What's that?
The Golden Dome, baby. Hey, drop a bomb. No pun intended, but I'm gonna drop a bomb on the Golden Dome. The Golden Dome. Dude, that's my favorite part of the big beautiful bill right there. Are you familiar with the Iron Dome in Israel?
I know exactly what you're talking about, but I'm not gonna steal your thunder. Tell him what it is.
Please.
So
you Army. Go ahead, Army. Cause this is the Army's lane right here talking about the Golden Dome.
So it's gonna be Trump. It's gonna take a minute. The president's talking about having a special Golden Dome. It's a weapon that's gonna be built in order to stop, miles away from any type of attack that would come to the US, but it's gonna take billions of dollars worth of taxpayer funds to get us protected. This was part of his plan on protecting America and stuff. And so kind of like the way the Iron Dome is, that's why they call it what it is in Israel. So it protects Israel from being hit by any of the, I don't want to say terroristic type nations that are around them, but for other people, for other entities in that area that are trying to destroy Israel, which constantly is happening.
I like it.
You remember the drone attack from Iran, and their dome defense knocked out like so many hundreds of those drones that were sent in?
It's going to be F around and find out type of system. And
yes,
that's what sir.
I like it.
You're going to need it, especially how the situations are going over there between the Ukraine and Russia, because of the fact that,
they try to take out Vladimir Putin. I saw that.
Those drones, man.
Hey, man, I like it. Hey, I am down for anything that's gonna protect America first. I like it. I like the idea of having a missile defense system surrounding the whole nation. I'm with it. I'm dropping
I
bomb
thought
on
they
that.
already had that. That's crazy.
No, we don't. We don't have
No,
that. We don't
we
have
have
that
some
capability.
certain strategic locations, but this is intended to protect the whole entire nation, sir. The whole
Okay.
nation. Craig.
The whole of the world, Craig. Top flight of the world, Craig.
Bro, the whole nation, Craig. Nah, man. I'm excited about that because and it's gonna create a lot of jobs. It's gonna create a lot of jobs, man. That's another reason why I'm so excited about that, because now it's kind of bringing it all together, right? I kind of see the importance of rebuilding and ramping up the infrastructure for manufacturing and factories and stuff like that, because we gonna need it, baby. I mean, when you putting up a missile defense system around the whole country, that requires a lot. That requires a lot. And that's gonna put people to work, man. I'm with that. I'm with that. Anything to protect home, I support it, dog. That's my favorite part of the big beautiful bill is that golden dome, man. That man, when I started reading, when he started talking about that and I started reading about it, I'm like, ooh, I like this. I like it. And then if
It's
you've
got to
ever
pass in Congress.
say what now?
It's just got to pass in Congress.
It's gonna
I mean,
pass, bro. He got all his
he
people.
owned Congress, so I mean, it's gonna pass.
It's already. Yeah, I was gonna say it's already passed. They're just doing the final like legal part of it, but the one big
Oh,
bill
awesome.
passed.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
great.
So a shout out to Elon Musk. I mean, he did his little he was a special government employee.
Mhm.
And what I
For
will
free.
say, man, huh?
For free, just like Trump working for the American people for
He
free.
didn't.
Ain't nothing like free, man. But it was genius.
I do disagree on that free. Now maybe he didn't get paid financially, but he got some contracts. You know what I'm saying in return for his services.
Well,
Let's just be honest.
even if it's all that set aside, even if his contracts are going to go back to defending the nation and doing national
Yeah, of
security
course.
stuff, then even if it wasn't Elon, as long as you're on that America first, like, hey, we're here to protect our folks, our people are what's important. Every country is bound to take care of their own citizens, and they're just doing what they said they were going to
No,
do.
I'm with that.
I feel bad
I'm
for
with
Elon.
Wow, why you
What?
got him?
Why?
The richest person in the world.
Because man, before he took on this role, he didn't have no enemies. He wasn't hated by anybody. He didn't get constantly attacked. In 120 days, the things that were said about this man and that were done to his businesses and his image by the same people who were touting him just 5 years ago is disgusting, man. Like, that man came in here to do a job and they treated
I
him
agree.
the way they treated Trump the first time he was elected. It's like they just shifted and pivoted and said, you know what, instead of Trump, let's attack Elon Musk. They attacked him for being from another country, for, it was very disgusting to see how he was treated by the American media.
I got three
And-
words.
yeah.
Three words to respond to that. Rich people problems. He gonna be all right. He gonna be all right. Because
Yeah.
I mean, think like so.
He
One thing
sleeps good at night, Don. I
He sleeps
swear
good
he
at
sleeps good at
yeah, I'm
night.
pretty sure that $1 million mattress.
I think
is
he got
pretty
them.
good on his back.
He got
Using hundreds as a fan.
his
Yeah.
Egyptian indigo sheets keeps him well.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad. I don't
He'll
feel
be
bad.
alright.
He all right. He gonna be all right. And one thing I wanna point out with Musk, right? He did something. What he did is kind of like the from the golden playbook of business, right? I learned from one of my business mentors years ago that once you reach a certain height in business, you have to play in politics because you need to be able to gain favor to help influence policies that can help boost your businesses. It's part of the game, baby. He did that. So he may not have gotten paid, but that's just business 101 at the high strategic level is let me get involved so I can help influence policies that's going to help my businesses grow. Who would not take that opportunity?
See, that's a hard truth that people don't want to take, regardless of what side of the fence you sit on. That's a hard truth. Once you sit into the millions and the billions, you have to play that political game because you're going to end up making friends who are going to either support or defend something that you're trying to work for that's going to benefit your business at the end of the day.
Right. There you go. I mean, because now he owns Star City, right? Let's just say Cameron County didn't want to work with him. All it takes is a phone book. Hey, Trump, you know that little the judge down there in Cameron County, he's not trying to help my city pass. I'm gonna need a little bit
Tell
of
Abbott to get on his ass, please.
yeah. I'm gonna need a little bit of that real quick. The governor, you know what I mean? Like, need them friends, baby. You need them friends. So
Yeah,
hey, go ahead.
It's a game, and we don't get to play it. We're just pawns. But
just you know what I'm saying. One comment before we close out. You always need to have powerful friends, and in order to make those powerful friends, sometimes you got to work with them.
Yeah. Yep. Favor for a favor, man. Quid pro quo. That's such is life, man. And it's redonkulous that people always try to shy away from quid pro quo in politics, but politics is literally quid pro quo. I do something for you so I can get your vote.
Scratch my back. I scratch yours.
You know what I mean? Like, it's literally quid pro quo. What are you gonna do for me so you can get my vote? It's just literally what that is. So and kudos to him for showing us the playbook, man. That's what you do, man. Once to elevate, you gotta be able to play in that game, man. So
that's why the presidents went to podcasts, and they went to podcasts to talk to people about their policies. You saw Kamala Harris on Breakfast Club. You saw President Trump on Donald Rogan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Joe Rogan.
Donald Rogan, like, who that is?
What?
Joe Rogan. But what I'm saying is, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got to make powerful friends.
You do.
And influence is a powerful tool.
You know, I heard his son Barron actually encouraged him to go on Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
He used, I think we talked about that on a podcast, how he used the younger generation to get out there, and he marketed himself in a correct manner that got more viewership. It was a strategy.
What is that saying? We were seeing streaming at look level. Hey, okay. Get a $10 discount. I'm with that. I saw that pop up. I'm like, oh, okay. Nah, but shout out to him, man. He did serve this nation. Hated to love it, man. He did that. You know what I mean?
I salute you, Elon. Thank you, sir.
Shout out to him. Now, my question is this: do y'all think the Tesla will be able to recover? Because they hurt Tesla right now.
I see these stickers everywhere that says I bought this before Elon went crazy, or I'm not a part of that over there.
Elon. We don't see none of that stuff over here, man. I almost hit a Tesla earlier.
But let me tell you this: over here, yeah, there's clubs now. There are anti-Elon Tesla clubs where it's like, don't fuck up my Tesla. I bought this before Elon went crazy, pretty much. That's why they got it, because they don't want to get it vandalized. You know, people vandalizing Teslas.
I had two friends go out and buy a Tesla just because Elon was getting so much hate. So I was like, okay.
Wait, wasn't there a guy in Texas who was like shooting up dealerships of Teslas and stuff?
Oh yeah, he after on found out. No, he's
that was in Texas, right?
Yeah, he's serving time. He lit a couple of them on fire at a Tesla dealership.
Crazy Texas.
Yeah, people were just going out of control with that, man. It wasn't.
Yeah, that was just ridiculous.
I'm gonna be honest. I want me another Tesla, man. I miss having the Teslas. Hopefully, it's still around, and they don't go out of business by the time I'm ready to get another one. So
I don't.
You never know. They may partner with us, because you know why? We're giving them news that you can use.
Hey,
make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this bad boy so you can let your friends know to tell their friends, so we can be friends, and we can do this every Monday.
Every Monday.
Hey, yeah.
Thank y'all for hanging out with us tonight on this Monday night, man. We about to sign off again. Everyone show love to our new co-host, Dr. Poole. He is a permanent fixture, man. Hey, welcome again. And as we sign off, man, let the folks know what they can get from you, how you can help them in the LA area.
Yes. We're going to do pool service and spa services, ranging from $100 to $150 once to twice a week. If you want to reach me, you could reach me at Donald Rumpf Pool Service. You could also go to Facebook or Instagram. I'm at DR Pool, and we can get you a quote on getting some work done. I don't do electrical work and I don't do gas work. So if you had questions, I could refer you to someone. You could also contact manufacturers. They normally send people out too.
That's what's up. That's what, hit them up. If you out there need some spa, well, you said spa. I'm like,
spa,
wait a minute.
Swimming pools, above ground swimming pools, fountains. You got a fountain you need to have, spruced up or something.
That's
little
commercial right there.
ponds. Keep in mind, ponds get algae. Algae's bacteria.
People throw coins in them ponds, boy.
True.
I'll
Now,
just grab these quarters right here.
so for anyone that's in the Bexar County or surrounding areas, if you have an indoor pool or indoor spa, and then you get a leak, Miss Lopez with her company can help. Tell the folks how you can help them with that type of stuff in the Bexar County and surrounding areas.
Yeah, so we do water damage restoration. So if you have a leaky tub, leaky toilets too, those are terrible. Um, refrigerators, leaky roof with all the crazy rain we've been having. Hit
Man,
me up, give me a call. Let us help you make sure that your family stays safe and healthy throughout this summer months. Because with the summer heat, that could quickly turn into mold, and we don't want that to happen. We want to make sure you and your children are safe
Nope.
as always. So get a hold of me. Patriot Restorations LLC. Hit me up on Facebook at Bobby Lopez or Bobby.Lopez.5 on Instagram.
Yes, ma'am. Corey Giovanni, what can you help the folks with out there in the LA area, sir?
As you know, it's your main man with the game plan. And if you got some bad kids and you need them to be able to be talked to, if you got some work employees that just don't like to come back from break on time, or if you need somebody to come motivate a group of people, you can reach out to me at Corey ENT. And reach out, send me a DM. I am motivating, inspiring, and look, check it. If you want to go ahead and be a co-host on the show, or you want your own show, we got a coupon for you right there. Make sure you go ahead, click the link in the bio, and you can grab that so you can be part of the podcast nation, because everybody got a voice.
Everybody got a voice. I like that.
Good job, Corey.
I like
good.
that. And then you can find me on IG at tech_Von_go, because tech, we use tech for everything. And I got a vacation rental out here. There's about to be an opening because I'm about to vacate the current guests because they've been in hell. We're very accommodating. We allow you to have your pets. You can come with your cat, dog. We provide slippers, we provide rolls, we provide food, snacks, and water. And this guest is still being a pain. So you know what? We got the option to vacate them. So if you coming soon, it's about to be opening, I can give you a discount code. So hit me up on IG at tech_Von_go. We will accommodate you, but please appreciate the accommodations that we give you. And you'll have a good time out here in San Antonio. But other than that, y'all have a good night. We love y'all. Have a good week.
Hey.